right. YouTube and Kick should be joining now. Okay. I might as well swap out the camera battery now, so I have that ready to go. Is that 38%? And now it's at 99 probably. Or 100. Actually, I haven't unplugged it yet. It's upside down, no wonder. There we go. All right. So I just did a little cleanup on the Twitch stream, and now I'm resuming the other two streams. So today I'm going to start working on the left side, getting this prepped, and resume the assembly a little bit. Maybe at some point I'll resume assembling the right side here, but I want to get this side started as well. So I did mount this up here all so nicely, but it doesn't matter because I have to take it down to install the bearing races, because as you can see, they're not in here yet. Whoopsie. Oh, there's a little bit of rust to there. Was not anticipating that. I wonder why I got a little bit of rust there. I gotta clean that up now too. Maybe I should take the paint off before starting the other two streams, so I could prep a bit more. It just seems to be on that one spot. Huh. Maybe they got a little wet. That's right, I did spill some water over there. So, how's this? Does this look okay? I did get a replacement bearing for the one I dropped. And I did order the seal for the one I kind of messed up. So. Looks Looks like I did not get any overspray of the undercoating on that, so that's good. All right. That's looking pretty good. See if that rust just cleans right off. That might. Well, some of it cleaned right off. Not enough of it though. I need a little bit more abrasion than this. Sounds like the neighbor's gonna be working in there a little bit. That's fine. With me. Wow, I got it really messed up. Something light. 1200? It's looking better. Unfortunately, that's like where the seal goes, so I gotta get that pretty good. I think that's the rear seal location though, so that one's technically sort of even add grease to it. That's the rear seal, but not really. Not truly. Judging how tight the other seals have been, even if I took some material off here, it should still be fine. I don't think I would take much material off for 1200 grit, but alright, let me clean up, inspect it again, and see what the damage may be. I don't want to try to take up too much, so maybe a little more scraping off, but maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. There we go. All clean. Let's see. Oh. Um, Need to do this over there, but not much choice. Air. Oh, it's on. Now, all right. One, which would be inside this side. And this is 2. 2 should be the larger one. Should be the upside, right? Right? Right. Okay, good. Ooh, I got that tool now. Maybe this will be easier. That'll work. I think. Yeah, it should work. It's not exactly going in straight. A little concerning. There it goes. The last little bit's not going so well. Uh-oh. Little shards everywhere. It's a tight fit. It's not all the way down yet either. So I guess I might be running up against that. Maybe a smaller one. Yeah, slightly smaller would do probably. And just bring up against that. As long as this doesn't fall. Ooh, that actually kind of fits pretty well. I don't know if I want to bang on that though. The problem I don't trust is Maybe the little center is going to do that though. I mean, in theory, it's softer metal, right? So, is it going all the way down or not? Guess it is. Yeah, I don't trust that. I think it's actually pushing up against that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'd rather do it this way and risk going off a little sideways. Almost there. Got that tone change there. I think it's in. And, aha, yep. And I scuffed that up pretty good there. I might want to touch that up. Oh well. Shouldn't scuff it up that badly either. A little more. Okay, so I'll probably clean out those shards and start over with that and get the other one in. Fun. was that side. This is this side. Could do. Use the old one on top of it, and then use either one of these fits inside of it. That way I'm not risking it, although this one does fit better because the inside's not hitting it as much. Something like that. I don't know, maybe that'll just be too much. No, just flip this around. It might be better anyways. How about tight fits? I should have put these in the freezer again. Is that on? Wax, just to be sure. Or a few. Can't get my nail in there. Alright. Seems. Yeah. Look, we're good. effort. All right. Now this can go back up here. Don't have a giant clamp, but I do have clamps and this. You know what? It might even work better. Just a little more tedious is all. Okay. Front side's this side, so it'll need to come in from this side. Okay, so just reverse the last pretty much last time. Whew. It's sticky. I didn't remember hit record. It doesn't like the SD card though. Well, good to know, I guess. Okay. I could take a break from this and do stuff on this, or I could put gloves on and just do this, deal with this. All right, so it needs to be between 1 thou and 8 thou. 1 thou and 8 thou. Oh, right, I didn't clean the other old stuff yet. Well, I'm a little worried that's going to be the same exact situation as the other one, so I don't know. We'll see. This stuff should be clean, but maybe not like super clean yet, so just put super clean area. Just the other one, so I might not even need it. I think I'll do the same as I did with the other side. I'll put in the original one first, and see what happens. Once I get this done, this will let me know should I order another kit or hopefully, I don't know, hopefully I don't have to, but what can I do with using the rest of this one? Stuff dries fast. All right. Okay. This bearing on. Probably use the other hand, really. And the original spacer. And the original shim. And the other bearing. Well, actually, the other bearing after I put it on there. That should have it ready. Alright, get this ready. Nope. Yeah, this way. My wrist did a weird pop thing. Well, there we go. Hold that together. Don't like that. Okay. Okay. I need. No, that might be a better idea to do it that way. I use a socket on this, which is bigger than a 1, smaller than a 32, so that'd be a 1 1/4. So is it a 1 1/8 then? 1 1/16. That's 1 1/8. I don't know if I have that. Oh, I do have that. Cool. All right. I did something different with the other side. Let's put on the breaker bar here. Okay. And this. Let's see if tightening it even more does anything, or if it's just a waste of time, I guess. Hmm. Okay. All right. And then, is there any? There is maybe a tiny bit. So now I need to check movement, backlash. Like 4 inch. Okay. It does have movement, apparently. I don't like this. I really don't like that. Let me remove this from the equation. Not really sure what that's for. What? Oh, it's moving now. What is that from? I don't know. This arm is new to me still, so hang on. Why is this sound moving so much? Maybe if I turn this way, it'll be better. Why does it still move? Okay, that's that. This still has movement for whatever reason. Okay, so not touching that. What if I just do this? One, 2, 3. I'd say that's just under a 3 thou. The problem is I can shove it and it moves. Like either under 3 thou or just almost 4 thou. One, two. I don't like this. um, hmm. So why is this moving way like a lot? Alright, so let me try. Can I do this? And put on this pole. No, that won't work. Huh. I don't understand this little spring thing because it's definitely, it seems like it's throwing off. Oh, that's where that rod came from this centerpiece here. Yeah, I don't like this, whatever this is. me sturdiness. That's not that. So okay. Now it's facing the wrong direction. Oh, can I win? Maybe. All right, so now should be less movement. So I just gotta look at it from the other side, right? Why does it wobble so much? Whatever. Anyway, so I can clearly see that it is wobbling at least within spec. I'd say 3 to 4 thou, which is exactly where I want it, to be honest. So, yeah, yay, cool. So I'll use the original shim and spacer on this side, which is not what I was expecting. So, sweet. The other side, I had to use other stuff. Yeah, because if no, I don't want to try to see. All right. Let me tighten that, I guess. All right. Don't drop the bearings this time. It's not spinning like it was before. There we go. Okay. No, don't fall. Wow. It's just wanting to fall and make me do everything all over again. All right, so now that should be in spec. It had to be between, even with all that mumble and jumble, the whole movement was about 3 to 4 thou, which is exactly where I want it, because I need between 1 thou and 8 thou, so. Cool. I'll set this down over here. I guess I don't need to use these, which is awesome. Yes. Ah, I like things being easy. You can stay there so you don't fall or cause problems. There's so much movement there. It's just not flat or something. All right, so for this thing, I use some prep work. I want to make sure this area is flat enough. But I do want to try. No, I don't want to do that. That's too much effort. There's effort, then there's too much effort. And doing what I was thinking would be too much effort. So I think 12,000. 12,000. 1,200. Whew, can't even speak anymore. Should do. I just want to essentially smooth out this area a bit. I'm going to bring it down a bit, maybe. Yeah, it's a little thin. Or not tough enough. I don't think I have any more. Some 180. That might do it. Wait, did I use heavier stuff on here though? Like 120 probably? I'm starting to think that. Well, it's not really doing much. Alright, fine. I'll step it up to the 120. There's the mount. Yeah. I only have so much patience with this at this point. And it is wearing thin now. Alright. That's as good as that piece is going to get for that. Alright, but let's see. So this would go on, and then this goes on after that. Yes, after that. So then, no. Wait. What was the order again? Okay. That. Okay. And that goes on there. Should be fine on this side. As long as this is smooth and not no drips on it. Yeah, okay. That's smooth enough. I'm not too worried about that. This is also pretty smooth, but it does add a bit because this will go on here, whichever orientation. Let's step this up from that slightly. I do want to bring it down on these because. All right, let's do 120 again. Oh, it's smaller block. Where's my smaller block? Missing. Of course it's missing. Why would it not be missing? Why would it be where I want it to be? when I want it to be there. Would that be too easy? I don't know if it matters, which is why I'm just going ahead and sanding it. But don't know if adding the paint here will increase the offset of this ever so slightly enough to cause problems, which could be a problem, like with normal caliper, but these have springs on them and they're not super precise, I guess, so I don't know. It's for the springs for the pads, and there's lots of play in the area. So I don't know, but I'm going to play it safe and sand off some of the paint on the fastener locations. Hold on. So when this mounts to it, it mounts on the rear. Yeah, okay. Now that I think about it, could also use that lacquer thinner and just remove it that way, but I guess I would remove all of it. This method, it fills in holes, I guess. Okay. This has a better chance of filling gaps. Do I want to do this side? Not really, but let's see. What would be holding that? That's going to have paint on it regardless. I'm not going to sand that. I'm going to bring up the parking brake assembly by a tad bit. There's plenty of space in there for it. I'm putting new pads on it anyway, so it's not like the rotors are going to be perfectly mated to it to begin with. I don't know. Should I leave this? Should I sand it? I think sand a little bit of it. I'm doing extra work just because I painted stuff that was not originally painted. And also stuff that was originally painted. Well, like maybe extra. Just make sure all this is cleaned up. Just gonna pull up some paint because there's lacquer thinner in this cleaner. Dust off. Might be more prep work I need to do somewhere, but that should be good enough to move forward now. So actually it's not. Okay, so dust off this a bit. Alright, before I touch anything else down here, I want to deal with this. So I got this free, I guess. Oh, come on. Ooh. Yeah. It's kind of shortened up a bit here. There we go. Okay, so polyurethane bushings can just come right out. Oop. There we go. And then the remainder of the other bushings also needs to come out. That's why I have that punch out. Okay, now I remember. I don't think that paint's going to be much of a problem. Maybe. Well, it wasn't much of a problem on the other side. Well, it's more stuck than the other one. Okay. lot more stuck. I wonder if the paint cured more on this one than the other one. Should be pushing one of these out. So far, it's just deforming. Ow! That ain't good. I was expecting this one to go as easy as the other one, but nope. That should just be falling off like that. Why is it not sliding? Okay, that means prop it up and probably damage some of the paint in the process, but what choice do I have? I think the humidity's gone down at least a little bit. Not anything I had out. I thought I had something out for this. I'm just gonna have to straighten out this one and start punching the other one, maybe. I don't know. Hey, that got it out. Just gotta hit it really, really hard. Alright, let's check the damage. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit more paint to that. Didn't fully cure anyway, so it should be okay, I guess. This is not far up enough for this. Better, but not the best. Okay. That's too small for that. Let's try. And maybe that'll do it. There we go. Bada bing, bada bing. Check for more damage. Now I'll paint to that. I think these are fine. Pull out the extra here. I just need to clean that up quite a bit then. All right. There's a little bit of rusties there. All right. Could have been worse. The other one was a little better. All right. Let me use, I guess I'll just go straight to 180 on that. And do I have the rod? Try this. All right. Hmm. What I'm thinking of doing is I'll just add a little bit of rust, very, very light coat of rust converter in here, because there's a little bit of rust still in here. That should cover that up at least. It doesn't have to be thick, it doesn't have to be perfect. But something better than nothing, I guess. Alright, let's clean it up. Add a little paint to it. fuzzies in here. I guess I just add some reinforcing fiber. That's all right. That's one way to look at it. Use some of this stuff. Is there an open one? Yeah, this one's open. All right. Poor legs are all bruised up. As wide as I was hoping, but alright, add one more light layer, I think, after that cures it a little bit more. And a very, very light layer. And when I put those things in, it's probably going to scrape it up a little bit, but this should fill in some of the voids nonetheless. Okay. Let that cure. Do I have more over there or no? Don't see it. Hello. That's probably playing on the side. Some tiny bit touch up layers. This hole. Do I have another open one? This hole, I think. Yep. Got two full ones. I got this crappy one that's old and stuff and might be fine. Or might not even come out, I'm not sure. Oh, it does. So I'd have to shake it up quite a bit though. Oh, this has some in it. Okay, cool. Probably should I closed the garage door a lot more than that for most of this stuff I've been doing tonight. Reduce the noise level for people outside or inside even. Okay. Just a little bit. Patching up where that ring was. Alright, unfortunately this paint's more glossy than the other, but oh well. There we go. Cool. Let that cure. In the meantime, I'm already making a mess here. Actually, should I do this now or should I wait for this first? I put this in first and I should be able to... I do this on the ground, right? Yeah. The heavier it is, the less wobbly it will be when I pound on this, I think. Okay. Yeah. So I think I can go ahead and move on to the next part as long as that cures enough. So next, slam this in there. Okay. Alright, so it's dry enough. I don't know. There we go. There we don't go. So this goes on this side, which means this is forward. Well, I mean, of course, I think it's forward, but this way's up. This goes down and towards the inside. What I could do, I'm thinking is just keep this out. Yeah. Okay, that adds a thin layer there, and put this on, and that will be fine because they'll be together. Okay. Right. So this needs to stay up a bit, not that much. There, maybe, yeah. Okay. And then, where's the hammer? Little hammer. And Actually, no, I'll use the mallet. That's less likely to chip the paint. Or cause damage. It's not going down all the way. Close. Guess the rest of it's just gonna have to be dang it. It's just so soft. This rubberized stuff is so soft. The bolts are just gonna have to pull that down, I think. So should be good enough. Where's the next step? Which one's first? Be this one. And which way is this clock? With the tab going out towards the rear. Obviously can't do that, so it'd be this one. Is that grease? Where did I get grease on me? Weird. It's just not wanting to go all the way down. Well, alright then. Hopefully the screws can pull that down, because, wow. Alright, so this buddy go on with one of these on this side, apparently. This thing this way. So actually this side. There we go. Alright, and this would go straight on there. That should be fine. I guess I really don't need to sand it all the way down, but anywho. And this goes on here. I can stay. I use silver paint on these because that's the color of the caliper paint I had. I figured caliper paint inside a wheel brake assembly might be smarter than just regular paint because it can endure heat. So that's why it's silver, because that's the only caliper paint I had. So I saw it and thought, maybe I should put that on this. I think that makes more sense. It's internal, so you won't be able to tell. It doesn't match the other side. The other side now has black paint on it, but this side will have caliper paint on it. So you could say it's an experiment. So there is that. Could be like, you know, if it's I don't know, my brain just stopped working there. I didn't really cover a lot of it there. But, you know, just if you ever take this apart again, you can look back at it and be like, oh, wow, that's silver paint. Whatever it was, that's way better, you know, kind of stuff. So I think this sits like this, right? Because these tabs need to go out. No, okay, these tabs need to go outward. Which means let's go something like that. Okay. I don't know why my voice is starting to squeak here. So this will go there, but there's something missing here, obviously, right? I mean, the shoes go on, but no, maybe not. Okay, maybe nothing's missing there. Little rust spots in these. I don't like that. They probably got wet. But it happened with something. I don't know what. Well, here's what it is at this point. Could put a little Loctite on them. A little bit of blue stuff. I mean, it already has a lock washer on it, so it's kind of redundant, but it's help protect the threads a bit, I guess, if it has a little of that rust in it for whatever reason. These I'm just starting. I'm not putting all the way in yet. Oh, that does remind me. This one, I want to put a little bit of anti-seize on. Where is that? Over there. Just fine, you know, cover it with more silver apparently. Or silverish, actually more gray. More gray. There we go. Might as well, since I have this out already. Got a little bit on these little bumps where the shoes rest. And a little bit on this ear. And this ear. This area, I guess. where the rubs. And maybe a little bit on the inside here. And over here. Alright. Don't want to go too overboard, but it's kind of what I tend to do anyways. There's shoes. So put this on this side, which means I can some little back right here and here and here. And here, here, and down here. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. Alright. And this one, can't really reach under it with it on it like this, so that just goes in there, like so. Then I grab some skinny long pliers, in this case these tiny ones, needle nose. Make sure I can grab this and pull it all the way up. So I'm pushing down. Reach over, grab one of these springs I painted. Make sure this lines up. I feel like the camera battery's about to die. Push and turn. And since these are used, they compress pretty easily, thankfully. Although that's not lining up the way I like it to. Why? Because it's not settled yet or something? Why is that like weird? It's like the spring is falling off on the edge here. Might just because it's old. There we go. Okay, so now it's on there. Okay. The other side is a little bit more difficult. Just leave that out for now. But similar. Eh. So for this one, need to fish this. Lift up the side here, so I didn't put the nuts all the way down yet. And fish this one in here somehow. That hole. Can't really do it before, or else it will fall out. I guess you could put the little, maybe you could put a little tape back here and do it before, and that would hold it up. You can just remove the tape afterwards. That might be an idea. So I got held up my finger there. Alright. So there's a hole here. Let's see if I can just do that like this. Yeah, nice and easy. Easy. These aren't that bad. For drum brakes. They're parking brakes, though, so they're not like super, like, I don't know, different or whatever. Complicated. So the other one for this one was up, so I'm going to put this one up as well. Last time I used this and it works perfectly fine, so try it again. Don't get that stuff on there. This one's a little tougher. Nope. Did not want to go on. Just a little tighter bend there. Maybe these were not the best idea to use. Might work. Come on. Go down. All the way into the hole, please. There we go. Stuff the paint there, might as well mend it a bit. Yeah. All right. Then I got the bottom portion. And the last one, let's see. I believe this was towards the front on the last one. Did I grease this already? Or it feels like it, yeah. Harder to tell. It looks like I already put anti-seize on the inside as well. Okay, good. Good. Should put this thing in after the spring? I don't remember. Probably. It might make putting the spring in a little easier. There we go. I'm actually going to put a little bit of this on the outside here. Side. Really hard to see it on this stuff, on this thing. It's silver. Silver and gold. Alright, that's better. All right. So now, I'll take this glove off because it has anti-seize all over it. Take my fingers off now. Alright, so this will actually see, so is it the same direction? No, this would be up. Because it's the opposite one. Yeah. And this will need to go up quite a bit. How much? I'm not quite sure, but might as well get started. And I can go do the rest later. Alright, and if I need to, I can adjust it more. Add a little bit to here on this. Alright, wipe some of the excess off because, yeah. Okay. And then you just throw it in the car like this, right? Alright. So I need to draw this in. This only attaches the top parts together. These will draw it down. That Loctite's already doing stuff, apparently. See if I can pull this down. Well, I'm also not very happy right there. Wearing them down, I guess. Alright. How drawn in is that, if at all? Actually, quite a bit. At least on the bottom part. Okay. It's still a little wobbly, but this, I think. No. Is this one? Oh, it is. Huh. All right. My left bicep's a little sore now all of a sudden. I guess I've been hard on it the past few days, trying to do all this. I don't think I could find a torque spec for these in the manual, so I'm going with good and tight pretty much. Of course, you don't want to strip this. Or break off the stud. That'd be really bad. Inexpensive, I'd imagine. right. So that looks good to me. All right. Tap these tabs in so it doesn't go crazy everywhere. So it doesn't back out. Okay. If it backs out, it would be very minimum right there. Alright. Unless it's not down enough. Hold on. Is there a gap there? There's a gap there. What? Why is there a gap? Wonder if my tapping made it go down further or something. I don't know. Alright, well, I gotta undo that now. I hope I don't break the tabs. Hate to be tapping on this so much this late at night. Okay. See if I can get that further in. Switch this up. See, it's not going further though. What? How can there be that much movement if there's that much gappage? Let me back it out then. Something not right here, I think. Could be wrong though. There's no reason it shouldn't go all the way through. I think. So that hole goes all the way through. Oh, there's this thing here. Okay. And that just, these just, oh. Well, that's weird. So I guess there is play in there. Okay, never mind. It was fine. Alright. Now it's sitting a little differently, but should go up fine. Good grief, stop clinging so much. Uh-oh. That's the camera battery. Alright, that looks good. Let me swap out the camera battery. It's about 9. I might go for another... Let's see, I don't want to go too long. Maybe 30 minutes or so, because I want to get some sleep tonight. And it's been kind of humid tonight anyway, so... Also, my left left bicep is kind of got a little sore here from doing that. Needs a rest. Also, I don't want to be too noisy as I get, especially as it gets later. All right. Should have been recording from there, but I'm not. So this will have to just be one of those. Oh well. It doesn't like these SD cards for whatever reason. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Okay, so I think what I'll do. See, that's gonna require a lot of banging. I don't know if I want to keep doing stuff that requires banging on stuff right now. My left arm. I don't know if I can do much more with my left arm like this. Okay, so can't really put the spindle on yet. I mean, I can start it, but I prefer it to be on the car. Before I put it on the car, I want to put grease in. Before I put grease, I want to make sure everything's set on this, which is close to being set. See, and also need to get the seal. Oh, I can't do this. I can't even put the spindle in yet because I don't have the other seal yet. That's, I think in the mail right now, so. But I can do other stuff. So if I can start prepping this. Oh, let's see. No! Don't run away! Alright. So I want to bang on this. That means I want to get this in this way. So I think I can just push these in by hand, right? Was that a thing or not? I don't remember. No? Really? In that case, can I make sure that's facing the right way with the bevel up? Can I put it on this thing? And will this push it down? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it needs to go down a little bit more before I can do this. I have a press over there, but the problem is this thing's really heavy right now because I put the end over there on. Not as heavy as it could be because it doesn't have the caliper on it yet, but or the rotor even. Still. That sideways, I can't. Okay, no, this is not working. So we need these to go together. I guess that means I'll use the press. Bummer. Can I just pop them in? Oh wait, no, I remember now. I'm supposed to put oil on them. Duh. Not really a duh thing, but like it's something I did last time and was confirmed in the manual to do it that way, so it's kind of a duh moment, I guess. So a little bit of oil on the outside here, help it slide easier. And then try to put it on. Okay, I'm going to use the press then. Oh, good. Lined up pretty nicely there. Must work for me. Maybe. There it goes. Okay. I've been left there from last time. Do I need a new jack, or is this one gonna hang in there for a while longer? I don't know. Alright. Well, it's at least mostly in there. The one this side's not all the way in yet. But I think the squeezy thing is gonna do the rest of that. Hopefully. So make sure this is all together right. Bevel towards the end. And this way so I can bash this one. Okay. And this one, bevel towards the other end. And I gotta compress them really good. Why is it all wonky? Set this down this way. Maybe help. Want this centered. Okay. Of course, it just moves around now. Why are these not going in like they should? Are the threads ruined? That'd be weird. It's fighting me quite a bit here. Why? Why? What? Why? 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 Why is it fighting me so much? Should I put it? I probably should have put some anti-seize on these threads. That's probably what I should have done in the first place. What was I thinking not doing that? Might be good enough. I don't really know. It's really hard to keep this straight when these things don't go down smoothly. Basically, I'm pressing it to the pancakes status. Obviously, I don't want to destroy the bushing, so we want to get pancakes so that this nub is sticking out far enough to bash it with the punch. Where's the punch? So here, okay. With the punch. And the punch should spread it out in theory. Is that not centered or something? What's going on here? Whatever. Before I do that, I'm going to close the door all the way. Some airflow. It's 9:09. I think I'm close to quiet hours. I think quiet hours is 10 o'clock, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to be careful here. Put foot on it so it doesn't reverberate as much, hopefully. Yeah, that's not going down good. Maybe that sight too far down? No, I don't know. Let me get this elevated slightly. It might help. Okay. How to get a good angle at it when you're standing on it. And my left arm's dying, so man. Yeah, I think I might have compressed it maybe a tad too much. I'm gonna back it up a little bit here. I feel like it's a little too aggressive. There we go. All right, best angle to get this would be the way this is angled. This way. Now it's this way. And now it's not. It's okay. All right. So I just do it like this. Missed. Well, it's starting to go. They should have like a mark on here. Not maybe, I don't know. How far down you need to go. Maybe that wouldn't work anyways. I'm thinking about it. Man, I split it. Ah, it's split. Maybe I should have hit it with lighter taps more frequently or something like that. I mean, the other one was beginning to split too, so I'm beginning to think that these ones that come in the kit aren't designed to compress like, you know, the factory ones do. Or did. This thing's acting all sorts of weird. Should be out enough that I could move this top plate up and get it out of the way, but it's not going up. I don't know, maybe I was too hard on this thing. Like this plate should go up. And then I should get room to get it out, but it's not going up. I don't know why. He's like bent weird. Oh, that's pretty straight. Huh. Did I skip that? That'd be weird, but I don't know. I don't know. Alright, is this savable or is it toast? You know what? It's actually further out than the other one, too. I have a feeling that's gonna wear at the bolt as it pivots. I don't know. Is there a way I can order just the inside piece? Or no? Something more flat, but I don't know. It's that groove there is pretty groovy. I'm afraid that's gonna eat at the bolt. Where's the bolt? If it's not one complication, it's another. So, as long as it doesn't spread, which it probably will, I guess it shouldn't do that. Because the bolt's further in than that, and yeah, where it bends out's where it's doing that. Other problem is I don't know if the alignment's going to do well with that. If I can get just that center thing, that'd be great, because I imagine that'd be a lot cheaper than anything else. And I guess I would compress it slightly less and hammer it less hard. Man. Man. And then the other question is can I get this off without damaging the rest of the bushing? I mean, it's not a huge deal to get it out, but it well, while this is exposed, I'm going to put a thin layer of yeah, grease. Thin layer of grease on this so that it doesn't flash rust as much, at least. I'll have to clean it and reapply it, but for the final thing, but I should at least keep it from rusting. In the meantime, pitting, I don't want it to pit either. As for the bearings, they can go back in the bags for now. I guess I have the spacer in that one too. All right. A little bit of this to this one, so there's an also rust. I guess you just go out and get more acetone as well. Man, the other one cracked a little bit, but it wasn't nearly as much as this one. No. Oh, and then this thing. Although this thing can probably just go in storage now. Everything's set. I might just spurt up some WD. Keep it in decent shape, I guess, more or less, or decent-ish shape. Oh wow, that's not even coming out very well. All right. And this is good to go. All right, so two things that are at least two of the three tools are done being used. I hope. I really hate to have to go back and redo any of this. And the work that involves these. Okay. Man, I'm really bummed out about that bushing. Okay, let me consider a few things. So if I move these out here now, I guess, since that's all dealt with. Let's put these there for now. It's not like I can't do more stuff right now, but the stuff I want to do might go too long, so just need to make a decision. So I can continue working on this side and hopefully get this whole side together next time, because I have work again tomorrow and I don't want to be up too late for that reason. So, but yeah, so I can finish assembling this, at the very least, finish assembling this, and up to the point of probably adjusting the parking brake, because I might wait to do the final parking brake adjustment until both sides have the cable on. And of course, I can't believe the caliper without the other side together too. So there's that. I guess I could feed this through. I'll deal with that later. Probably. That hardware is for the leaf spring, and that's like one of the closest to final things to do. So I don't want to put the spindle in here until this is settled, because that spindle will make that very heavy. Unfortunately, so however, I do want to make sure those braces don't rust, or any of this area really. No rusting, please. Put the no rust, please glue on here. So it is quite humid out here. And with this sitting, I might decide to just go whoop, rust. And I would have to clean it all over again. That would be a pain. Also, the bearing races I don't want to rust, obviously, for obvious reasons. All right. So now it should be okay to leave this, I think. Here. All right. Man, I was trying to get it to go like this, but I guess the punch it comes with isn't capable of doing that. And this material is not flexible enough for that either, because all it does is crack. So, and I'm probably going to have to get a whole new bushing set or single one. Let's see. Do I still have the bag for that somewhere? Bearing kit. Last step. Single install tool. That's the other thing. Setup tool. Oh, that's this thing. Reload shims. I want to know what exactly it was. Trailer ambushing kit. Okay, here we go. Model 63s of America. So this is the exact kit I got. So probably get the same one, or if I can just get that insert and just the insert. Or I could leave it as is and throw it in there and it might function okay, but I just don't trust it. And I would hate to do all this work just to have to take out a trailing arm again and fix that, you know? So, unfortunate, but the way it is, I guess. Cut there. Some of this grease off me. So before I do anything else, I want to make sure this is still good. I don't want to have to buy another one of these. Yes, it goes in fine now. So what was the big deal about it not going fine before? Are these holes offset or something? Is that the problem? Yeah, it goes in fine. I think there is a bow to it. So if I flip this the other way now, will that bow work to my advantage? Maybe it was not going right because of that. Yeah, I think this top plate bowed. So now it's all wonky. I haven't even put that in yet. Yeah, it's bowed. What in the world? Unbelievable. Okay. I guess I should try to flatten this out. That would be the top one that's broken. So let's see. So if I push down this way, maybe we'll flatten out. Really? Fine. Let's reduce distance, I think, because the jack is broken. All right. just gonna off put it. Let's do this. Still off put. Why? Alright, so I want this a little forward because I think the pen's a little further back. Alright, let's go for it, I guess. Hopefully this doesn't break those weights. Yeah, I think that flattened it back down, which is crazy. Something that thick, big slab of metal like that bend. That's crazy. Yeah, okay, I think it bent back. Cheap metal, huh? Is that what you're giving me now? Cheap metal that just bends on its own? What in the world? It's like an inch thick. Yeah, it's still wonky. Not as much, I guess. I can't believe that straightened it out. Wow, so easily. Alright, so that's good for another round. I guess that's 4 specialty tools, because there's the 2 up there, this thing. Actually, no, this thing. This is a socket. And then this tool. Just for this trailing arm. Or, well, 2 trailing arms, but, you know, just for the trailing arms. Anywho. Alright, I'm gonna, you know, very bummed out about that, because I think that's gonna cost me something. Money-wise, and time. Money and time. I might put a bag or something over this so I don't get shavings over there. If I... Yeah, there's no way I'm leaving this on, so I guess I can try to take it off now, see what happens. Because it's broken and bent already. Any way I can get this off without having to damage the actual bushing, that'd be amazing. Nah, not looking like it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to that off, unfortunately. Bummer. Yeah, if that crack wasn't as deep as it is, I wouldn't be too concerned about it, but... And if it was flatter up here... Man, I messed up. Oh well, more content, right? More of the same old content of me doing the same thing over and over and over again. Making very little progress. All right. Well, I guess tomorrow, if I'm streaming tomorrow, I'll resume work on this probably. Start assembling that. I'll go ahead and see if I can order that tonight. Make sure I get this in the bag. Yes, okay. And hopefully that will be here next week sometime. And that kind of means the spindle's gonna have to wait to go in because I want this in there to put the spindle in, even if the seal comes in. Although, if the seal does come in, I could clean this up, put the seal in, throw all that grease in there, and then cover it, and leave have that part ready to go for that. I could do that. That would be some good use of my time, I guess. While I wait for the part. And then once I get that part, I can pop it in there, hopefully not break it this time. Throw it over here, put it in there, repeat what I do on that side over here mostly. Bleed the brakes, adjust the parking brake and stuff. Maybe not in that order, I'm not sure. And put the wheels on, the exhaust on, and everything, and spring, and I'll throw it all together. Get the dash together enough. It depends on if I get the radio together by that point. Throw it on the ground and go for a test drive. A long ways off from that, unfortunately. Not as far as we were before, but still a little ways off, unfortunately. So, I guess I could cut that off tonight. I don't know. Let me look at the part first, and then I can do that. What time is it now? 9:40. I do have time. Where's my Dremel? Where is my Dremel? I don't know where I left my Dremel. Well, we gotta find my Dremel before I can take that off, apparently, so... I also want to use the cutting wheel, which I really don't want to do. Where did I put my Dremel? Huh? It's not in the box. Would be buried? Well, it should be in here somewhere. I don't know. Oh, it's up here. There it is. Okay. I call it a night. I want to get like grocery bag for that. We're going to do that. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry I didn't make as much progress tonight as I had hoped, but now this is assembled partially. Didn't really do anything over there tonight. Prep some stuff here. The original shim set and bearing, or shim and spacer, were good on the other one, which is amazing. That means I did save money by not having to buy 2 of these kits. And there we go. Bada bing, bada bang. And yeah, so thank you all so much for watching, for stopping by, for saying hi, for lurking around, or even just watching the VOD. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys doing so. And I gotta stall because I gotta keep talking, because I'm gonna try to get this on real fast. Oh, how do I stall? And please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Or follow if you're on Twitch, and subscribe if you really want to, because I do have that option. Well, if you feel like it, you know, I mean, it'd be nice. It'd be very nice of you if you subscribe. Just saying, as well. And let's see. Actually, I could throw this on. Wouldn't cause that much of a problem, would it? Oh, no, it's a little springy. No, I want to throw the rest of this on before I do that. Okay. Good. Good. Oh, I threw the left one on the right one. Oh, well, I can throw the right one on the left one. It's the same little plastic bit. Do that right now. Why not? I can do it now. We'll do it live. I'm doing it live, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm doing it live. Ugh. Ow. It's not wanting to go in. Darn it. What did I do with that screwdriver? And, oh, there it is. Okay. Push down in the middle of it. Hey, there we go. We did it live. Or I did it live. You guys just watched. Man, if only you guys could do it live. Just saying. All right, thanks for stopping by. For looking, for saying hi. I already said all that. And I hope to see you guys again in the next one. Real soon. Real soon. Ciao. Where's the button? Where's the button? There it is. Ha ha. I really do feel like there's more bots on Kick than there are people at this point. Probably get our bot comments from there, it seems. There might have been one or two people in the past, but man. Alright. No, that's the wrong one. To stop the stream, I gotta stop it from the other computer, so I gotta get over there first.